It's Madden NFL 24, and all eyes are on Saquon Barkley. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Giants and the Cowboys on Monday Night Prime Time.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
And what a performance in his last game. Couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Quentin Johnston was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Well, they punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Well, they need 2. Here's 3rd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he will have the Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. To throw is Wilson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 128 yards, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have a Giants first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll go to Barkley again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Barkley not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got him in, complete. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wilson will throw again. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They go play action with Wilson. His throw incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The slot man in motion right. Third and long, it's Wilson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Ferguson, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Jake Ferguson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That is incomplete.
Well, we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. These two teams all tied after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to break those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lock one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Fielding just inside the 30. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now it's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Now Wilson. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Barkley. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on the punt for New York. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Taken right around the 44. And they can't bring him down.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
They knew they were going to have great field position. Went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down when they're that backed up. You've got to be careful going after it.
Up the middle with Barkley. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on the punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken at the 46. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Now Wilson. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Wilson. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started in the place dubbed America's Finest City, San Diego, California, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. George Pickens leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. Dameon Pierce, well over 100 yards on the ground with a pair of touchdown runs. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And things didn't go so well, as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. The Raiders off to a strong start as they run their mark to 4-2 with the victory. Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. Play action. Now Wilson.
Pass complete. He's got Hendershot.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Play action. It's Wilson.
Into the hands of Hendershot.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling.
And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now back to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Offense.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll keep it on the ground. Close. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. All eyes on Zach Wilson leading his team back out for this next drive. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. Fighting through it. He's got space. He's still on his feet. He may go. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. That drive started on their 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The New York set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Ooh, the juke. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown! A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I
Really?
want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense in with a big play.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. That's going to be caught by Rivers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Second down and a yard.
Second and a yard at the 42-yard line.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he's got this down to the 35. 53 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Gain of 14. First down, New York.
Again, it's Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 35 yards. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They're going to run it with Barkley. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because it's the first time in the game they've ever do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They go play action now. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Wilson. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys are looking to run it to 5-1 in the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Right side, he has Johnston. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Gross. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Gross. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Giants! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They go play action with Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. That is intercepted. Oh, able to avoid him. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. This is 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He gets it to Johnston. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, Gross. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 2nd down, it's Gross. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here's 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. So now the Cowboys down by a field goal, 43 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Into the hands of Hendershot. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Wilson to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Here's Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's taking a big risk at this late stage. They're not thinking field goal, though. They wanted to leave no doubt on that one. So they took the shot at the end zone, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oh, they took a big shot there for the end zone, and if he finds a way to come up with it, that might be your game winner. But it was not to be. The coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. He's back to throw. Rolling to his left. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Aubrey now for the point after. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with what most likely will be the game-winning touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be caught by Rivers. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 35. And the Giants first down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. This for all the marbles. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these